I'll be reacting to Tropical-Rouge Precure episode 40. I will be watching it from Crunchyroll's website, and I'll be starting my reaction in 1-0 go. Oh yeah, I hope so it provides another Tropical Shining episode. Yes, I had to say that. Like once you start watching the series way too much, I start to want to coin that term sometimes whenever I get the chance. I am surprised she hasn't said Tropical Shine yet. But I'm assuming it's coming eventually. Of course she'd want to be the star. That would actually be fun to see. If anything, I'd say our Laura could be the main character. She'd fit perfectly because they wouldn't have to even put her inside of a costume. Like she could just use a mermaid form and bam. They wouldn't even need someone to at least prep up her costume. Damn. Whoa. I mean, I'm not going to blame her for being a little bit doubtful about herself because the previous episodes did imply that Minoni doesn't quite have the highest amount of self-esteem. But you know what? Either way, I'm pumped up because it has been a while since they've given her a spotlight episode. Because over the last few weeks, it's either been Laura, Manatsu, Asuka gets her episode, and then if Sango's lucky, she gets something. So I actually wouldn't mind this. No, all jokes aside, though, this opening really does make our Asuka look more like a bodybuilder than a tennis player with like her thick muscles. I don't know about y'all, but that opening does definitely not give me the vibes of a fucking tennis player. It gives me the vibes of either a potential boxer, mixed martial artist, a bodybuilder, or is there anything pretty much requiring large amounts of arm strength than, say, someone that's into like sports like tennis. I'm just saying, that's because I'd say every other thing in the opening does represent our Potax pretty well, though. But that's just my opinion, though, when it comes to the small bit of the opening. I just say that after, going through multiple episodes and just. Well, anyways, enough about that. I can't wait to see what type of twist Minoni's going to have on the mermaid story. But they could fix up the flaws, though, in the play, though. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. All she needs to just listen to the feedback and fix it up. I mean, some remakes do that sometimes. And even some plays do that too. Like whenever there's negative reviews towards a play, sometimes the people in charge of a play adjust it, fix up any flaws to make a better play, Oh, that's why her whole gist is just cure papaya. Well, yeah, they just gotta be there to support Minoni's decision and whatever she decides to do. That's a good point. At the very least, it gives them some wiggle room to work with. She's gonna do something troublesome, isn't she? She's having that evil smile too. And now one else is adopting that. Or I wouldn't say evil, but mischievous smile. There we go. And that's what matters the most at the end of the day. I think it's because it's meant for, well, in this situation, they want to have the script portrayed in public. Yeah, it's going to be a rougher experience. All right, good. At least she's acknowledging that. The first step to growth is, at the very least, acknowledging your own flaws and trying to fix them. Yeah, considering all the experiences she has now, she can definitely make the characters in her story much more dynamic, at least the protagonists. Because, well, she's a hero now. Same with, oh, sup, Spiral Matt. Well, the pressure, Spiral Matt. She's afraid of fucking up. Well, that, and also making it look like she has a boring story. And also, Spiral Matt, I finally reacted to Higurashi, in case you're wondering. I reacted to Higurashi early in the day because I remember you asking me about the Higurashi reaction to its final episode. I finally did it. So in case, I remember you asked me that a while back, so I finally did it. I like that series overall. Terrible. I want to play with the mirrors. I mean, it was a good finale, but I felt it was rushed. Overall, I gave the series a 6.75 out of 10, which is still above average, but I even mentioned it's the Satako and Riko show. It only has 2 characters, and everyone else is just there. So I liked it overall, but it had weaknesses. I still enjoyed it. So I said it was a good anime, but it was a flawed anime. That's what I thought about it. Hopefully, I mean, for emotional support, I'm assuming. Although, will that even be a basis in reality, though? Oh, man. You know, fuck it. You might as well humor them. Oh, okay. Hopefully you can fix that situation, Spiral Matt. And hey, why not let Minato have her fun? He's trying to increase morale, which is probably trying to increase Minorin's morale. In other ones like this, where you actually see the girls act like friends, where it ain't just battling, you actually see them spend time with each other. This is something I actually like about this series over Healing Good Precure, because Healing Good Precure didn't do stuff like this. Although in this instance, Spiral Matt isn't a makeup party, it's just a party for fun. Well, more like a scavenger hunt. Oh, I mean, I guess it makes sense. I've seen various green and yellow papayas before, though. Well, the pressure, man, Spiral Matt can affect people. Depending on the circumstances, anyway. Oh, hell yeah. I mean, she does it to play. She is a kid. Oh, shit. Damn. This dude knows how to fucking motivate someone. You know, all the various times she was battling, that wasn't her freaking serious. I wonder how she's going to be when she's in ultra serious mode. I'm assuming she's gonna use that cute little lobster she has in her hand as a fucking tool. That's my guess. She's gonna turn it into one of those super powerful Yanarizen and things. Well, it is, Spiral Matt. Man, those papayas are fucking badass. I kind of hope, though, y'all, this episode ends up a two-parter, though, because you got to deal with them going for the legendary papaya, and then after that, I'm assuming they got to turn Mirin's play into fruition. You got to actually have the performances. I just hope they actually have enough pacing spread out throughout the 2 episodes, because this is just in the one part of this episode is going to feel rushed as hell, sort of like Sango's episode. Not the one from the previous episode, but the one a few weeks ago. It's going to feel rushed to shit. I am actually surprised. Well, hey, I mean, why not? Yeah, exactly. Why not eat one now? It could help enrich the story of her. Oh, I wonder what's with her nervousness regarding the. Oh, I mean, thankfully she landed on grass, though. It could have been worse. I mean, she can be, though. She just has to try at it, and that's all. I allow my mouth to thought she meant literally. It's in the figurative sense, well, yeah. Yeah, I mean, they can eat one together. And in like getting a pie would be something of extreme difficulty. And also the irony, too, because considering that she does the cold cure papaya thing and she never ate one before, I also was under the assumption that she liked papayas a lot. Which girl are we talking about? Because it's Minorin. I'm assuming you mean Minorin, right? The glasses wearing one? So the glasses are pretty durable considering the type of fall she took was pretty damn fucking rough, too. Well, that's Laura. She kind of is all that, though, Spiral Matt, because a lot of people who watch the series say the only real characters are Laura and Manatsu, so this series would be dead without Laura, Manatsu, and Karuden. So she kind of, I mean, if you look at the concept of the series, Laura is all that because the series would be dead. It'd be boring without Laura Manatsu, if we're being perfectly honest. Because in comparison, Sango, Minorin are nothing in comparison to those two. And Asuka's okay. So, yeah, they kind of do need the Laura to be cocky as shit. She brings a lot of entertainment. I don't mind the spitballing. Damn, that dude is fucking sweet. I've actually worked out fields before, at least in the U.S. People in the fields are not that nice. They'd be like, nah, fuck all. Y'all can't take shit. And because I've actually done that work a bit in the U.S. before. Out of curiosity, I did it before when I was super young. And they will not be rolling out that treatment there. Not even for youngians. Still a cute scene regardless, though. And it's nice seeing her taste the papaya, too. And I really love the touch with the blushing there, too. Yeah, that'd be the biggest irony she didn't like papayas. I would be like, it feels so wrong in so many ways if she didn't like them. Tropical trying to say, yes! Fuck yeah! I was waiting for my weekly dose of Tropica Shining. It took him 14 minutes and 44 seconds. Damn! Toei controlled themselves this week. They literally did not have enough to say that for like 14 minutes and 40 some seconds. Impressive. Yeah, I'll probably be similar, Spider-Man. Well, that shows you how much they all care about her. Oh. And you know what? I wouldn't be surprised if our girl gets a power up after eating a real papaya. I knew she was going to use that cute little creature as a Super Zeta and I mean, they set it up pretty well. I'm pretty sure they'll do fine, and Sparrow Matt. Oh yeah, song. Oh, okay, so the song was running animation looked a little bit awkward there. I like that they say, "All right, yeah." I always love the team transformations. I just wish they have like a super awesome team transformation though, that not only included 4 of her girls but also Laura too. Oh man, that'd be so beautiful. I think it's a missed opportunity that they haven't done that yet. That they haven't done a transformation for all our 5 girls yet. I mean, I'm assuming it wouldn't be that expensive to apply in animation form, I'm guessing. And considering the fact that the series in the last few episodes hasn't had any like Sakuga-filled episodes, I gotta assume they at least have something saved up. Either that or Dragon Quest is surely eating all the money away. Because even in this week's episode of Dragon Quest, it looked fucking fabulous. I was like, yes, yeah, man. Kira Curls is cool too. Yes, I always love when she does the Kipaya pose. And the flamingo too. I never get sick and tired of that. I always love how all of our girls look so absolutely, utterly fabulous. At least in my opinion. I agree, actually, Sparrow-Matt. It is actually their chance of powering up now. I love how Elden looks like so fucking triggered in this situation. Yeah, you can definitely tell the legs of the girls look way longer than usual. You can definitely tell the artwork's a little bit off model. And then with the way you got Kira Papaya and Kira Summer blocking the attacks without actually moving their arms looks really cheap animation wise. Because it was better choreographed, you'd see them block individual punches. So again, you can definitely tell Toei they've definitely got their C team involved in this episode. Like it doesn't look like absolute dog shit because at least it's not filled with still shots. But it definitely isn't comparing to the early episodes of Tropical-Rouge Precure at all. Yeah, I heard a lot of people tell me, Sparrow-Matt, that Heartcatch Precure and Princess Precure are the ones that have peak visuals in the series. And after Gold Princess, people say like the budget for this series takes a dumpster dive. I still like the episode though, and all that, but I gotta acknowledge the weaknesses of the series though. Yo, okay, fine. I'm gonna saying exactly what I'm saying in regards to like applying her own stories to the stories that she's crafting. This is nice, and that's a nice character development. It's called Sparrow-Matt. Toei's giving their budget to Dragon Quest, so this series is probably fucked because I even heard Dragon Quest even got some animators that would normally work on Precure. So because even Healing Good Precure took a production budget dive the moment Dragon Quest aired, so this Precure is probably fucked. If I'm being honest, Dragon Quest is just going to be taking that budget away. What score did I give Healing Good? I think I gave Healing Good like a 7. So I'm going to give this one probably like a 7.25 or a 7.5. It really depends on how they handle the last episodes. Yo, I like the way she's jumping on like those papaya seeds. All right. That was probably like the only bit of amazing animation in the episode. I like that. I like how she got a power up after eating the papaya. I even love how you have Monatsu there do some fourth wall breaking commentary. It makes the the episode more lively. But yeah, if I were to rate 40 episodes of this series, I would probably give it a 7.25 out of 10. I'd give it a higher score than Kneeling Good, but not by much though, because this series has problems. Which is a shame because this series had a lot of potential. Like when it started out, I was like, oh damn, this has potential to be one of the best Mahou Shoujo anime I've ever seen. 40 episodes in, I'm like, oh, it's nice, but that potential being the greatest Mahou Shoujo I've ever seen is gone at this point. Even then, Spiral Map, the final episode's not going to make up for the lack of characterization for Sango, Minorin, and Asuka. It's not going to make up for that. It won't. I always love the dynamic attack. I always love it when that creature bitch slaps and it's opposition. It looks cool. Especially the victory! Yeah! That never gets old. I thought you were going to be serious this time, Elder. Holy shit, I did not know the score was that high on my anime list. I didn't know. I shit you not. I did not check the My Anime List score. So my score is almost similar to the My Anime List score. That's crazy. If you want to know what's the 9 out of 10 for me when it comes to Mahou Shoujo, it's Princess Tutu. That's a 9 out of 10 for me. Princess Tutu. That's a near perfect Magical Girl anime. That's the GOAT Magical Girl anime. Princess Tutu for me. All right, that's sweet that Minorin's come towards that realization, but her words aren't going to mean much if we don't see them follow through with making the stage play that I've been hyping up. So I hope we get that in the next episode. I hope we see a preview of that. That'd be beautiful. I'd be a little bit disappointed. Well, the reason why that scores that high is because there has been a lot of trash Mahou Shoujo anime. Like, I haven't finished off Blue Reflection Red, but I heard it didn't finish off things that well. So there's that. But anyways, I love the message of the episode, though, where when it comes to a writer, yes, when they write a story, they deserve a lot of credit, but part of what makes their stories work is that their stories are sometimes a accumulation of the experiences they had with other people. So I think it's a beautiful message overall, if you ask me. So at least that's what I think. That's a pretty high score for a Mahou Shoujo, 7.8. But really, though, I really hope this series can get back into the Sakuga levels they had in Card Catch and Go Princess, because I haven't seen those two, but I remember on Sakuga boards, those series had a lot of Sakuga moments. This series hasn't had a lot of Sakuga at all. Save for, again, the occasional Sakuga episode. But in saying that, this episode was good. I mean, if I were to rate this on a scale of 1 to 10, 1 being abysmal, 5 being average, 10 being exceptional, I'll give it a 6.5 out of 10. It was decent. I just felt like this was too similar to the previous Minorin episode, though, when it came to like her writing struggles, so to speak. Oh, okay. Never mind. I'll bump up my score to a 7.5 out of 10 now. Looks like they're going to actually give us a follow-through on the production of the play. I take that back. My grade goes up a level. Yep. It went up a level. Never mind. It's a 2-part. I mean, in a way, you could say it's a 2-parter because they're going to have it go up a bit with the play. I actually thought Toei was going to just skimp through that. Toei had me worried for a second. Like, Spider-Man, you had me worried because when you said festival, I was like, so they're not going to follow through with the play? But then I said the preview, I'm like, okay, so it's going to be a festival and a play. Spider-Man, you literally had me worried. Yeah, but you literally had me worried, Spider-Man, because I thought that this series was going to completely ignore the play. And I instantly believed you. And for a second, I was going to be like, I'm going to give this episode a 6.5 out of 10. Then I saw the preview, and I'm like, okay. This is definitely not what you said, Spiral. Now, you made me think that it was going to be a situation where it was going to forget its build-up. But it's going to have a play, though. A festival with a play. Yeah, you have to be specific. Because with each saying a festival, I was going to assume. I think they said it. No, they said it in the preview. No, they didn't say specifically, but they said our stories. And Minonin says our stories, which means they're still going to go through with the play. So they're still going to go through with it. They didn't say it specifically, but they're still going to go through with it because she said our stories. And you see Minonin in that small bit in the preview, it looks like she's writing because there's that bit in the preview where she's with I'm seeing the preview again. Yeah, we're going to get that play, apparently. At least it seems like we're going to get that play. Yeah, because when you see her running, you see Kurudun just swimming around having fun. But no, the thing is that when you said festival, I thought they were going to completely forget about the play. They're going to have it, though. They're going to have it because you see Minonin with, like, the script. I hope they do okay, too. I hope they better spend at least 3 to 4 minutes on the play. Considering all the build-up they gave to this episode, I'd be pissed the fuck off if episode 41's like, oh, yeah, we'll just give like a 1 minute montage on the play. No, it better be a 3 or 4 minutes at the very least because I've seen a lot of animes build up plays and they actually go through with having cool plays. Like Lads Love, that had like 10 minutes to get it to a play that they build up. And because they used one episode of its series to build it up. I remember Amici Onisan had an episode where they built up a play. Then they actually did follow through with the cool looking play. So my expectations are that they're going to be able to show off play. No, but overall, I guess I got to admit, good episode. Well, yeah, I know there's going to be trouble. Can't wait to see what type of trouble, though. Hopefully it involves cool fight scenes. But the animation in the preview doesn't look so inspiring, so I'm assuming we're going to get another mediocre-looking Tropical-Rouge Precure episode. I'm actually, I'll see the preview again for like a third time. Just to be sure, though. I mean, the animation doesn't look bad. It looks average. So yeah, it's going to be one of those mediocre-looking Precure episodes. Like, nothing to say that it's awful because the model doesn't look off. It doesn't look off, the art. But nothing that's going to make me say, oh, man, it's going to look exceptionally amazing. But still, though, I think the preview looks like it's filled with potential, though, from a script standpoint. But anyways, back until a while, I thought the episode was above average, though. I really had fun with the episode because, for one, it at least gave me even more character development. I love how she gained more self-confidence. And I love the fact that during the episode, it was nice to actually get to see that little comedic little bit where she said she never tasted a papaya before. And I just love the sheer irony of her tasting papaya actually giving her a new ability and a new attack that was actually pretty strong. I thought that was hilarious. But fitting considering the fact that, yes, considering she is cured papaya, it makes sense that her eating the papaya would actually power her up. So this is one of the few instances in anime where I thought a quick and sudden power-up didn't feel like an ass pull. Because, again, she's cured papaya. Eating papayas would naturally make her stronger. You even love how you had Manatsu give off some commentary, too, about that. That was hilarious. So I thought the humor was well-timed in the episode. Could the fights have been better animated? Yes, because it was mediocre. But, hey, at least it wasn't god-awful terrible either. But Toei could have... Well, let's just be real. Toei spent their budget on that Dragon Quest episode that came out yesterday. Because you have the epic album, which is a Havler battle. It looked fucking beautiful. I'm like, Precure, at least get an episode like that? Nope, I guess not. It's too much if you're a Precure fan to ask for an episode that's amazing looking from start to finish on a consistent basis. That's pretty cool when it comes to small Precure. But honestly, though, when it comes to Precure fans, the only ones I hear get praise are Go Princess and Heart Catch. That's the only one, Spiral Map. Those are the only two where pretty much all Precure fans agree that Go Princess and Heart Catch are the peak of the series, and everything else is below that, apparently, according to Precure fans. So if I were to ever see the older Precures, it would probably be just Heart Catch and Go Princess. Because again, everyone keeps on saying those two are the prime of the series when Toei gave a shit. Because now Precure's at a point where Toei doesn't give a shit that much anymore. At least from what I've heard anyway, because you have their other animes get higher budgets. I think it's mostly because, I mean, at least some people told me that Precure makes less money than it used to make. So that's the reason why Precure doesn't have as much pretty visuals anymore. Because it just doesn't make that much money anymore like it used to. Which is a shame, but I guess it happens. Some series get less popular as they air. I'm only watching them through a Patreon, though. I'm not going to watch them anytime soon. I would probably only watch them either that or have to watch all the other classical animes I haven't watched yet. So I'm not going to say I'm going to necessarily say no to them, but it isn't a major priority for me right now. At least at the moment. But I still might watch them eventually, just for shits and giggles. I'll for sure watch the new Precure coming out next year, though. The one that seems to be chef-based. I'm going to watch that one, or cooking-based, or whatever. You already know, Sprout. People don't even watch my old shit. You know this. You know why I wouldn't do it. Because no one would watch the videos. You know people wouldn't watch the videos. Just look at my reactions to Princess 2. People love them. Oh, yeah, only 20, 30 views. All that effort for, like, that much? Yeah, that's why I'm not going to react to old anime, especially old Mahou shoujos, because those don't do well for my channel at all. It's like, no, there's no point at all. So, yeah, that's why I'm not even going to bother. The only way I'd bother is if I was completely bored and I had nothing else to watch. Which, you know, looking at my reaction schedule, I always have something to watch. Well, blame that on the viewership, because my viewership for Mahou Shoujo anime is not high. You already know this. Let me even check my I'm even checking my viewership for this. Yeah, my viewership for this reaction right now. It's probably at just 2 views right now. Only 2. So even more reasons why I wouldn't watch I wouldn't react to the retro Precures, because no one's even watching my ones for this current Precure. That's why I wouldn't even bother at all. I'm not even getting views for the newer ones. Huh? Well, yeah, the older ones would probably get me, instead of getting 2 views, I'd probably get like 1 view, probably, knowing how people don't even bother watching my Precure reactions. So instead of 2 views, I'd probably only get 1. Like this will probably be what happened if I reacted to the old Precure anime. My first reaction, if I'm lucky, will get like 10 views. Then my episode 2 reaction will get like 5 views, and episode 3 and later will get 1 view. Just knowing how Precure reactions do. Huh. I haven't heard much about Kira Precure, but yeah, I hope that answers your question as to why I wouldn't react to other Precures. Oh, Matt, because there's just no demand. There's literally no demand for me reacting to other Precures. Like, there's zero demand at all. Because, yeah, they just don't get supported at all. My Precure reactions don't get supported. I only react to the new Precures because I enjoy it and all, and they're new, so I can at least say, well, hey, at least there's a chance they can get viewership, even though deep down I know that's not going to happen, but at least I can say I tried. I'm actually hyped for the cooking one. I think there's a chance it might turn out to be pretty good. The cooking, the new one that's going to be having cooking elements, because in the title logo, you see like I think it was a glass cup or something. I don't remember what the logo looks like. I know I saw it because Anime News never talked about it. I just didn't look too deeply into it, though. Well, Spider-Man, I'm hyped because that means Toei might not have to animate as many fight scenes. So for all we know, it could be great. Because we all know Toei doesn't give a shit about this series as much. So maybe if it goes back to cooking, it can get the series more viewership. And maybe with that, maybe the next Precure after the cooking one will have a budget. Hopefully. I'm just being optimistic here. For all I know, Toei could disappoint all of us. Because it's Toei we're talking about. It's best not to expect too much from Toei. Hell, Toei disappointed the One Piece fans when they did episode 1000. Because it's Toei. It's the Toei way to disappoint people. It's a miracle, except for Dragon Quest. For some reason, Toei has to make sure Dragon Quest looks amazing. So I guess Dragon Quest fans are lucky. Yeah, I'm also negative too for that one because it's like, what's Toei gonna do with that one? But you know what? I'm gonna still watch it though. At least I'll watch the first 12 episodes probably. Because I actually do like Precure, so I'll give it a fair shake. Definitely. But yeah, back into what I thought about the episode though, because I got off on a large ass tangent. But yeah, that's why overall I thought the episode was pretty good. And aside from getting to see character development from Minorine because she becomes much more assertive, I do like how you always see our girls trying to help out their friends. I thought that was really damn cute, and I like that. It makes the cast of characters in the series a lot more lovable than they already were for the most part. And something I do like is the fact that Laura was the one that tried to nudge Minorin to actually have her story into a play, at least subtly during the episode at the very least. Showing you that when it comes to Laura, she always has the best of intentions whenever it comes to her friends. And that's what I thought this episode also did a good job of giving her a good character moment. I like how we had Mr. Selfish, and I'm going to call him that because he hasn't done much, or the butler. I love how you also see him with some character moment when he forces Eldachon to actually have some urgency and actually put in some serious effort. I thought that was also cool moments in the episode. And they made it a little bit more epic. No, One Piece is going to end when the manga ends, Spiral Matt, so it'll probably end like a year after the manga ends. Same with Detective Conan. Those will end probably like a year after their manga end. Probably. So there'll be an endpoint eventually. Eventually, though. It just won't be anytime soon. The one that will go on forever, though, is probably going to be Shawzy's on, because that one has lasted, 52 years? So that one won't keep on going. At least from the looks of things, anyway. But yeah, that's what I thought from a character sample. The episode did good. You already know my thoughts on the episode visually. It could have done a better job, but it wasn't atrocious, so I'll give Toei that much. At least the animation didn't make me go, what the fuck are you doing, Toei? The animation made me go, all right. I mean, at least it's not terrible looking. Which, I mean, it isn't something that inspires confidence, but at the same time, at least it wasn't anything that got scorned out of me, so I guess there's that. Well, damn, that sucks for him. I hope it can make friends eventually. I hope. Well, yeah, One Piece will end pretty much when Oda wants it to end, which it'll happen eventually. Oh, yeah, Spiral Matt. My next reaction video is going to be the new hentai release called Oji no Honomi wa Yukaku Reigio. So if you want to join me in that reaction, then join me, because I'm going to react to that next. Because it's a new hentai. Yeah. So yeah, I'll be reacting to that next. True, it is pretty hard, I ain't gonna lie. But yeah, these are pretty much my thoughts on the episode overall, y'all. I thought, considering all these elements, the episode, while yes, it had some flaws, it was still good overall, and I'm definitely pumped to see what they're gonna bring to the table in episode 41. But anyways, right before I go, let me just say thank you very much to Spiral Matt. Thank you very much, everyone else, for watching my video. Hope y'all read it. Share it, comment, subscribe if you want to join me for my episode 42 review. 41 review. What am I saying? And I'll see y'all later if you come back for more. Have a fantastic day or night, everyone. Bye-bye.